So we're into the day 2 of the PDAC, and I'm here at the booth of Trilogy Metals, and the gentleman standing beside me is the CEO of the company, Rick van Nieuwenhuyse. Hi Rick, how are you doing today?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Rick. So maybe you can just start off by giving us an introduction of the company, a brief overview of Trilogy Metals.
Sure, we're developing the Ambler Mining District in north central Alaska here. This has been a well-known district for many, many years. I worked up here in the 1970s. And it's a spectacular district. We have the Arctic deposit, which is 43 million tons of 5% copper equivalent in an open pit mining scenario. There's nothing else like it on the planet. It's an incredibly high grade deposit, very robust economics, a $1.4 billion NPV, 8% discount rate. And then we're exploring next door, about 20 miles away on the Bornite project. We have over 8 billion pounds of copper outlined, 3 billion pounds of zinc, and almost 100 million pounds of cobalt. So. And it represents just part of what this district is about. So lots of activity this year.
So when people talk about Alaska, usually they are thinking about how the infrastructure or the power goes. Can you explain a bit or comment a bit about this in your where you're working on?
Yeah, sir. We are located in the proverbial middle of nowhere, and so here it shows on the map where our project is, the Ambler Mining District. And the state of Alaska is proposing to build a road here in the middle. They're in the middle of permitting that road now. They should have their permits by the end of the year. With the federal government and the state government aligned on the timeline, they have what's called the record of decision, which is the final piece of the permitting process completed by December of this year. And we've been working, this doesn't just happen, we've been working on this with the state of Alaska for the last 4 or 5 years. So we're kind of getting to the finale this year. So it's a big news flow year for us, not only mainly because of the road, but also of the $18 million of exploration activity that we'll be doing this year.
So another important aspect of working there will be the First Nation and community work, so social kind of work. So can you comment on the progress and development for that part?
Yeah, so I grew up in Alaska, so I know how Alaska works. I know what makes it tick. And one of the things that works very well in Alaska is having an Alaska Native Corporation partner. Our Native Corporation partner is the NANA region, and NANA Regional Corporation, and they own the Red Dog Mine. It's operated by Teck. It's been in operation for 30 years. So our region knows and understands mining, and mining basically pays the bills. It pays very high wages, over $100,000 a year job, and it pays the taxes for the borough government, for the school district, and for the villages that are in the region. There's a village fund is set up as well. So our part of the world understands mining and understanding that mining has brought a huge amount of benefits to the NANA region. We're partnered with NANA on our project. They're a business partnership. They will receive a royalty, and we do lots of work with stakeholder engagement and job training, and we have about 70% local hire in our operations to date, and that's a very good statistic. So very close working relationship with the community.
So I also understand you have a financial partner in South 32. Maybe you can explain the benefits to the company and having such a financial partner.
So when you're undertaking to develop a big mining district, that's not something that a small junior company can do on its own. We know that, and so we've not only have we partnered with NANA Regional Corporation, but we've also partnered with South 32, which is a very large multi-commodity company. They're based in Australia. Their name South 32 comes from the fact that Perth is on the 32nd parallel south of the equator, and they are about an $18 billion market cap company. So they're very diversified. They produce a lot of other metals, but they don't produce copper. We're basically their investment in copper. We have a business arrangement with South 32 whereby they can acquire a 50% interest in our project by writing a check for $150 million at the end of this year. So that's another big catalyst for the company, the road and the option of South 32, along with, of course, all the catalysts that come from spending $18 million this year exploring and continuing to advance the Arctic project to feasibility and continue to expand the resources that we've outlined at Bornite.
So Trilogy has done quite well in terms of the stock performance in the last few years. So in summary, why should investors still consider investing into Trilogy if they haven't done so before, and what kind of milestone are they looking for in the next 12 months?
Yeah, we certainly have performed well in the last 12 months, actually the last 24 months, but we're still only valued at about 20% of the value of the Arctic deposit. The $1.4 billion net present value of Arctic is we're only valued at 300 million US. So we're still a long ways to go, and that only represents Arctic. It doesn't give any value for Bornite or the exploration potential in the rest of the district. So there's a lot of news flow to come. The big catalyst, of course, the South 32 option and the permitting for the road. The road's always been the key to accessing this district. What this road does is it connects us to the rest of the infrastructure in the state of Alaska. All of this infrastructure is built, the highway, the road, the port. So we don't have to do anything else except get the road permitted. So again, big catalyst this year.
So Rick, thank you for your time today, sharing with us your update. Thank you.
Gilbert, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for watching this video. Please scan the QR code to log on NAI500 website and follow us on social media to get regular updates on the Chinese language North American market news, CEO interviews, trends, and investment opportunities. Click subscribe to our channel to watch more interviews and presentations.